So guys, I'm going to answer this question in this video for subscribers, for all of us, and it's honestly a great topic that I'm about to get into. So we're going to speak on, because you guys know how much I preach on narcissism on this channel and really stick to these people. Rightfully so. But with that being said, we're going to go into a different outlook on this video, and I know for a fact it's going to open your guys' eyes and give you guys even more insight to what narcissism really is. So I'm going to answer the question, are all narcissists bad and have bad intentions? Are all narcissists evil and have bad intentions? You know what I mean? And the truth is, no, they don't, because there's so many different types of narcissism. Everybody in this entire world has, to some degree, some might have a much larger amount of narcissism, but some can have just such small little bit. And there is healthy narcissism, and you have to be a narcissist to a certain extent. Healthy narcissism does exist. But when I speak on narcissists on this channel, because I see comments that's just like, you're not completely understanding what I'm saying. That's just my first thoughts when I see some comments. Because the narcissists that I pick apart, the narcissists that I give it to on this channel, are the true, purebred narcissists, to the point where they actually have a disorder. Full-blown narc. Evil. Manipulative. Every word underneath the sun. And then there's a people that have certain types of narcissism, but they're not, how do I want to say this? They're not like a harmful person. They're not using their narcissism on others. It's more so within themselves. It's more so, you might be a little bit more selfish. Because if there was anything to do with me being a narcissist, it'd be the fact that I am a little bit more selfish than probably most people, because I do that and I am that for the right reasons. It's not for the wrong reasons. I'm not affecting anybody else's life in a negative way. I am not a dark person like that. I'm not taking souls. I don't need this. I don't need that from other people. You know what I mean? But the purebred narcissists, they target people. They destroy people. There's a huge difference in the narcissism that me or you may have, because we all do have it. It would be more so like selfishness. And I feel I only get more selfish for the right reasons as I grow as a person. And it's because I see more truth. I see things for what they really are. And that's why it makes you be this way, because there's a lot of effed up people out there today. And if any of you guys on this channel, which I see some comments, if you think I'm a narcissist, what does that make so many other people in this world? Because my intentions, and I know who I am, I know damn well who I am in my heart. And I damn well know so many other people. If that makes me such a bad person in your eyes, and you're trying to belittle me and coming on this channel and saying this and that, and the reason why you're a narcissist is because of this, this, and this, what the fuck does that make everybody else? You know what I mean? Like, the amount of empathy I have compared to so many other people is completely on a different level. And I'm not just saying this to say it, it is the truth. I know other people, I know how much I care, and I know how much other people care. I don't care about certain things, but I do care a lot about things that matter to me. And even other people, they might care to a certain extent, but they do not care about their people nearly as much as I do. Not even close. And I can tell by their actions. People nowadays have no problem belittling you. People have no problem nowadays just ghosting you out of nowhere. You could have been having a perfectly good conversation, all of a sudden just boom. It's just like people have no empathy. They don't care about you. They don't care about shit. They lack empathy. And true narcissists lack empathy. I don't lack empathy. I can feel shit. I can feel emotions. I can feel my own emotions. I can feel other people's emotions. I can feel everything. I feel into everything. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say here. So there's so many different types of narcissism. And you can't be labeled a narcissist if you were healthy about every single thing. Because yes, like people define the word narcissist in the wrong ways, I feel. Because even focusing on yourself is narcissistic. Like, what are you supposed to do to not be labeled that at all? You can't even live your life. That's why everybody in this world, I don't want to say is a narcissist, because you know what that means. It means a full-blown one. It means NPD. People in the world don't just go labeling everybody a narcissist. That's retarded. But everybody in the world has a little bit of healthy narcissism. Everybody in the world has some degree of healthy narcissism. And then there's a borderline personality disorder type people, and there's a full-blown narcissist, which have NPD, narcissistic personality disorder. There's a huge difference between the two. I don't know who made this shit up, but it's like they should change it the way things are, because, you know, it is what it is. I feel like the people I expose on this channel, rightfully so, like I said, they're the ones that their narcissism is out of control. Like completely out of control, and they cannot help it to save their own lives. They're just too far gone. And this is the difference. And it's a night and day difference. If you don't see it, I don't know what else I have to say in order for you to see it, but it is what it is. Like I said, everybody in this world has at least a little bit or a fair amount of healthy narcissism. And then there's the people that are just so far gone that there's no saving them or anybody else that you would throw underneath that column. There's just not, unless they really want to get help, overcome who they are and their disorder and whatever else. Then there's hope, because where there's a will, there's a way. So it is what it is. To answer your guys' question, yes or no. Not all narcissists are evil and have bad intentions. That's just not the truth. But I would say all narcissists that are fully blown narcissists that are diagnosed with NPD, I would say majority of these people are evil and have bad intentions. That's what I would say. And some of these individuals, they try not to be, but they are. They try to be as nice as they can possibly be, but they just can't help it. And I've been tangled with some of these people in my life. You have to cut them off. They do try to mean well. They can act like that, they can be like that, but when it comes down to it, they don't got your back. Because they don't even have a back for themselves. They don't even have a spine themselves. They are spineless. They really are. And they would screw you over in the end. They just will. I'm telling you. That's why they just can't be trusted. Like, you could see that person as nothing more than an acquaintance. I'm telling you. Because that's where they are going to be on their best behavior. It's like the closer you get to an actual narcissist is the closer you get to being hurt and affected by this individual. But if you can keep them as an acquaintance, you keep your mental, spiritual, physical health in your own hands, and you don't allow them to have access to that, which means you are not close with them, which means you are not close friends or close family or close anything with them or a close relationship partner. You will be unaffected if you keep them as an acquaintance. And me personally, I don't even like doing that. I just kind of, I don't want to be on bad terms with anybody either. But they're just sort of whatever to me. I don't even know. I don't consider them anything really. It's just, they are who they are. You know them for what they are, and there's not much else you can do really. You don't want to create drama. You don't want to have enemies. You don't want to start a war. You don't want to be doing no crazy shit like that. But you can't trust them at the same time either. You cannot call them a friend. They're just assholes at the end of the day that don't care about you. They do not care about you. They only care about what you can do for them. They only care about how you make them feel. If you can make them feel better when you're in their presence, they are winning. But they don't care about your well-being. If you want to have a true friend, if you want to have a true relationship, if you want to have true people around you, you both must equally care about each other. Just as much. You know what I'm saying? You care about their well-being. If something were to happen to them, you would care. You would be concerned. Vice versa. And you would do something for them. Money could come out of your pocket for them, and money could come out of their pocket for you. You can do things for each other. You can trust each other. But when it comes to real narcissists, you cannot do these things for these people. You can't. You cannot do it. And I feel like these people were traumatized, they were neglected, they were this, they were that, so they have no problem using you to get the things that they never had. Because some people become literally traumatized because their parents wouldn't give them what they wanted. And it made them feel neglected, it made them feel sad. So they will, and I've had friends like this, guys, they will use other people. They will use me to get what they can out of me and act nice about it. Just like as if they were doing that to a parent, but their parent won't give in to give them what they want. And you know what? Like, it depends what it is, but I don't really like parents like that. Because you are teaching your kid to be a dickhead. You are teaching your kid to use other people because you yourself, you can't even give them shit. And you're being a bad parent. And when that's, like, with that being said, you shouldn't spoil them either. You shouldn't overly spoil them, but if they want something out of left field, and they're not asking for a whole lot, and you're not willing to give them anything at all, and you're neglecting them, you're making them feel bad, like you just won't do anything for them, you are a piece of shit. And I know parents like that towards their kids. And I feel I was blessed, honestly, as a child, because I did not get everything I wanted. I didn't get the newest toys. And I'm not saying toys like a little kid. I mean four-wheelers, skidoos, dirt bikes. Because some people and some friends I grew up around, they would get the newest shit because their parents were pretty well off. They would fish lobsters, they would do this, they would do that, and they would get the newest skidoo out. Just as a young kid, the newest dirt bike, the newest four-wheeler, the newest this, the newest that. Maybe I wouldn't necessarily get those things, but I was given enough. I wasn't fully neglected, you know what I mean? Like, you're given certain things, you're given enough to the point where you kind of trust your parents, you love them because they did enough for you. They provided enough for you. But some parents, man, they're just complete dicks. And that's what can create some of these people, so they can come and use you. You can be like a parent to them. You can give for them like their parents never did, but then it hurts you. Because they were never a real friend, and they could just kind of use you, toss you to the side, and start to use somebody else whenever you're catching the point that, you know what, this person isn't even a real friend, they're just using me. And then they will get mad when you stop giving to them, because it's like you're their parent. And what would a kid do if their parents were giving them and then just stopped? The kid's gonna get mad at their parents. You see what I mean? This shit is crazy, but this shit is true. And I just want to end the video there. I got really nothing else to say. I'm not going to continue to say something I already said, so I'll end the video there. This is what it is, guys. It is 100% truth, and I see through all this stuff. I understand narcissism just as well as pretty much anybody. Just as well as any therapist. I don't mean just as much as anybody in general in life, because I understand a hell of a lot more, I feel, than the average person. But even therapists, I understand it pretty much just as good, if not better, than a lot of these therapists. So I understand it. I've been through it. I understand it. I've studied it. I got my information. I got my knowledge. I got my experience. I got my wisdom. I check off all the boxes. I know what I'm talking about. So I hope this gave you guys an even deeper understanding of what this really is. And that is it. So understand what's going on. Understand people better, and your life will get better. Because you're going to stop making mistakes. When you stop making mistakes, you'll get happier. You just will. Because everybody makes mistakes, and I'll even make mistakes to this day, until the day I die. But it's a huge mistakes that we might make that really affect us. So you don't want to make those huge mistakes. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, guys, I'm out for the evening. I'll be back tomorrow with some more videos. Until next time, peace out.